Some of you may not know this, but I actually have a bachelor's degree in biology. And then when you get a bachelor's degree, at least at the college that I went to, I imagine this is every college. When you get a bachelor's degree in biology, you get like a minor in chemistry. So I majored in biology, I have a minor in chemistry, and let me tell you, that was the worst time of my life. It actually wasn't so bad to begin with. Like when I went into school, I was like, okay, what I'm going to do, like what my plan is basically for life. And I had this plan pretty much since middle school. So I carried it out for a really long time. My plan was, okay, I'm going to go to college, biology degree, and then I'm going to go to dental school. And basically my end goal was to be an orthodontist. Thank God that never happened because I didn't even realize until my senior year in college how much I hated it and how boring it would be. So I won the lottery pretty much. I got super lucky and I just make fucking shitty YouTube videos and it's way more fulfilling for me. I love it 1,000 times more than orthodontistry could ever do for me, really. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy because I really thought that's something I would enjoy. I shadowed, like during my high school years, I shadowed a lot of different jobs. I shadowed pretty much every single job in a hospital. We had a class called health science. And basically in that class, you went to this hospital and you shadowed every profession in the hospital, like every profession. I forget the title, but the people that take care of like the old folks, shadow emergency room, shadow the pastor. There's a pastor in every hospital that goes to a bunch of rooms when people ask for a pastor. Like you just shadow everywhere, the intensive care unit, everything. And it was really cool. I actually really loved that class. That was my favorite class in all of high school because it was like real world shit, you know what I mean? But the reason I bring this up is because recently this video went viral on Twitter and it was like, are Cheetos now gross? And it's a video showing like microorganisms on Cheetos, like basically living insects, if you will, on Cheetos. I honestly hate to be the bearer of bad news. And to be fair, you don't need a biology degree to learn this. Like, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people have already known this. But microorganisms are literally on everything. And I learned this, while I was in college. Microorganisms are literally on everything. I may gross some of y'all out here. We actually had this discussion on my stream a little while ago where basically people were talking about things that gross them out in a way. And I was talking about the statement, your bones are always wet. That is so disgusting to me because, your bones are in your blood, so your bones are always wet. That always, sends a chill down my spine. I'm, moving around in my chair right now thinking about it. That is so gross. But another thing that I brought up was that insects live on your body, or microorganisms, to be fair. They're called microorganisms. I just say insects because it sounds a lot grosser. But microorganisms live on your body. They're basically like living creatures, you know what I mean? They live on your body. They live in your face. They live in your hair. I did some research before making this video because I wanted to make sure I was 100% right. Because it's been a minute since I learned about that stuff. I think it was during my freshman year of college. So 5 years ago. And so basically they live inside of your hair and inside of your skin. Like your hair follicles, like your eyebrows, if you're a guy, your facial hair, they live on shit like that. And they live inside of it. And they come out at night, while you're sleeping, they come out and they eat your dead skin. So they basically make you look good, pretty much. I mean, it's super cool, honestly. It's really gross, but it's honestly super cool at the same time. You have these actual fucking living creatures living inside of your skin. Like, that is crazy. And, you know, when I brought that up on stream, a lot of people were like, oh my God, what? They couldn't believe it. And I just think it's honestly really cool. You know, microorganisms literally live on everything. They live on Cheetos. They live on your table. Also, another thing that microorganisms do that live on you. So basically, when you sweat, it's odorless, right? Like, when you sweat, it doesn't smell at all. And you may be wondering, like, what? That's the whole reason I put on deodorant, right? Well, basically, the reason why sweat makes an odor is basically those microorganisms drink your sweat. They're like, oh, fuck yeah. They have like a little feast with your sweat. They're like, oh man, this shit tastes really good, right? So they drink up your sweat and then they shit it out. And that's the reason why it smells when you sweat. Like, that is crazy. That's honestly so cool. I don't know why a lot more people don't know about that. I actually do think that's really cool. It is pretty gross, but I do think it's pretty cool. Another thing that I learned a couple of years ago, actually, I never learned this in school, which kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. I just find this shit kind of interesting. So, like I said, microorganisms are on everything, right? You also have dust mites, which I don't think I need to explain what dust mites are. They're little microorganisms that live in dust. It is quite literally fucking impossible to get rid of them. I mean, you're always going to have dust. You know what I mean? It's impossible to have a house or an apartment or anything without dust, right? I mean, dust just gets everywhere. That's just what it does. I don't even know how that shit gets formed, in all honesty. I don't know how dust just appears. You know, I haven't done the research on that. But yeah, dust mites, they're everywhere. They're all over your floor. They're all over your books. Microorganisms are fucking everywhere. It's basically the whole point of this video. On the food you eat, you're going to eat little animals, little creatures. You're going to eat them. They live on your face. They are crawling up your skin right now. They're crawling inside of your mouth. Actually, I don't know about that. Well, I guess they are if you're eating them, right? They're in your mouth. They're in your ear, probably, if you're listening to this with headphones. Just trying to scare everyone watching this video. But yeah, I don't know. I just saw this thing going viral that was like, oh my God, Cheetos are now disgusting because there's microorganisms inside of them. And I figured I'd give y'all a little biology lesson today and let you know that no, microorganisms are actually everywhere. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Do some research into it if you're into that type of shit. I don't know. I found that shit pretty interesting and I just wanted to talk about it. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. Peace.